Silicon Valley, technology, art, green, and sustainability.
Welcome to Silicon Valley Tech, Art, Green, and Sustainability. Today I'll be talking to a leader in innovative clean tech products, and she's been in the industry for a while, Tracy Bauer. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Can you introduce yourself to the audience and your company?
Absolutely. I'm the VP of Marketing for Novicomm. We produce LED lighting, and we've adapted this technology into tube and kind of bulb formats that people are very familiar with. And it's very easy to retrofit them into existing light fixtures.
How long have you been with the company, and how long has the company been around? I guess that was a good question. It's new, right?
Good. Well, actually, the company's been around for a little over 2 years. My history, I've actually been more in advertising, but for about 20 years, but I've actually launched probably hundreds of product brand campaigns.
Yeah, you're a marketing guru.
Well, yeah, I've been around, I guess, but mostly technology and energy clients.
So you've seen a lot of technology products come and go, and this is a really interesting product. Tell us a little bit more about Novicomm and the history of Novicomm in the last 2 years and how this has come about.
Sure, no problem. Well, we started out actually with LED light panels, and then we evolved, actually just started launching our new products that are commercial lighting this summer. But we've had about 2 years of development of these products. And then before that, it's kind of worth noting that our CEO, Michael Ernst, founded a company called FiberStars in about 25 years ago. And so he's really been a pioneer in alternative lighting.
So is FiberStars a company that was lighting too?
Yeah, fiber optics, and they had a medical division as well as they did a lot of pool and spa lighting.
Can you explain to the audience about LED lighting and how that works and what it is?
Sure.
And actually what the definition of LED is. I always forget.
Let's start with that, yes. In fact, LED lighting has a lot of acronyms involved. So LED is light emitting diode.
Okay.
And LEDs are an SSL, which is solid state lighting. And it's basically using semiconducting materials to use electricity, and then creates electricity to conduct light or create light. LEDs are basically in the early 1900s, about 1907, that's when the concept came about, but it wasn't until about 1960 where they started using red LEDs for indicator lights. So that's what most of us know LEDs as.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Right, so it's exactly the same technology. A few changes along the way, but it wasn't until about, I think, 1971 where they actually came up with a blue LED. So it was very...
So there are different hues of LED lighting.
Exactly.
That can be...
And it wasn't until the 90s where they actually came up with a much wider spectrum of different LED colors. And then white was when, basically in the 1990s, so just a few years ago.
So that's
white
a very
LEDs.
new technology then.
And critical to being able to create general illumination with LEDs.
So like the lights that are above us that are very, these aren't as hot, I guess, as some studios, but yeah, it's a different type of light then. And
right.
So the white light, as opposed to a blue or a red, would be a warmer light then?
Well, no, they're literally blue and red. So if you looked at a stereo console or your microwave or something, those are LEDs oftentimes that are on there, indicator lights. So, but you bring up a good point. The color white in LEDs actually used to have to be made with a combination of colors. So if you've ever looked at a color wheel or studied color theory, if you combine certain colors, you'll end up creating white out of those. So it's the same concept applied with LEDs, but now we truly have a white LED.
So advantages of LED and your field and Novicomm and the advantages to the company. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And I think it's a really interesting product. I'm really happy that you guys came on the show. It's a local company too. So tell us a little bit more about the advantages and what you guys are doing.
Definitely. Well, in addition to our CEO, having a rich history in alternative lighting, we have amazing advocates, an amazing team. Our COO, Alan Korkos, has been at our facility on the factory floor for 2 years nonstop, really working through engineering, research and development, quality control, making sure that our product is positioned to basically just zip through UL listing. We're actually one of the only companies.
Okay, explain UL listing.
Okay.
Because I know the audience, some people will know and some won't. So.
Sure. It's pretty coveted right now in LED lighting. So it's a safety rating. You can go to ul.org.
Universal.
Actually, Underwriters Laboratory.
Okay, Underwriters. See, now even me, I just forgot.
No, again, a zillion acronyms when
Yeah.
it comes to LEDs and
certifications. And,
right,
yeah,
right.
So Universal Labs.
No, Underwriters Laboratory.
Underwriters Labs. I did it again.
No problem.
And you guys are going through the certification.
Well, we already have,
Okay.
and that's what's really one of our unique advantages.
And that's a coveted thing that not a lot of people get then.
Absolutely. In fact, I'll share a story with you. Just last week, we got a call from a prospective distributor down in Southern California who was bidding on a project with a major municipality, large city entity, and they had a couple of buildings that they wanted to do a lighting retrofit for. And they had bid this out. It was actually 2 o'clock, and they called us up at 2 o'clock, and 4 o'clock is when they had to give final information about the RFQ. They had gone through 3 LED companies before they could find a company that actually legitimately had UL listing on it. One of the companies actually lied and gave them a fake UL number just to be able to try to stay on the RFQ.
Wow.
And so it was just kind of shocking that, wow, we really have legitimately gotten that on several
You've had
of
the
our
research and the scientific proof behind it, and then got that, and
right.
yeah, that's interesting. I guess there's a lot of that. You have to do your homework.
Well, it brings up another point, which is the LED lighting industry right now it runs the gamut. We've got a lot of players out there, and a lot of companies are very legitimately dedicated to advancing the technology, while other companies are a little more opportunistic. They're putting their marketing foot forward instead of having the product be legitimate and have it be a reliable product.
We're looking at some of the products right now. I love this little lamp. It actually matches our SVTAGS sign, which is very fun. And I don't know if this is appropriate time to look at this, but I also wanted to ask you about compact fluorescents and the difference. So let's come back to that. But this is kind of interesting here, and I might be jumping ahead of ourselves here.
No, go for it.
But these are actually ones that you can use in commercial settings, correct?
Well, technically, all of these would work in any light fixture that would either be commercial or residential.
Okay.
But the issue is, right now for the industry, we're focusing mostly on commercial because we need to be able, and when I say we, all LED manufacturers need to be able to get production up so that and get these early adopters on board so that we can get the advances in the technology moving faster, and then be able to get the price points down that then can translate into the consumer market.
So the interesting thing is we could take that light bulb out and it would just screw right into a regular fixture.
It's a medium.
So there's no adaptable fixture needed. You can use any kind of fixture that's already, I don't know if the audience can see that, but you can use this in any fixture that's already there. You don't have to come up with a whole new lighting system, which is great.
You're right, and the word retrofit is key. And those are, put them with your other, your orange
other
bowl.
display there.
They're medium-based, kind of a screw base that fits into most conventional light fixtures, right?
Okay, so I guess, and I think I will do that in a minute. We'll unscrew this light bulb and.
Well, unfortunately, those won't fit in.
Oh, they won't?
Well, it's just because of the constraints of inside the lamp.
Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
So we can't plug it in there to show everybody, because I've actually seen this on.
I know.
And it's amazing looking. It actually reminds me of, well, anyway, it would be good to plug it in and show that. The CFLs, let's go back to that. What's the difference and advantages to LED versus CFLs?
Sure. Well, I guess it's first worth noting that fluorescents have dominated the energy efficient kind kind of lighting arena, mostly by default, not really by preference. I think if you ask
and
most
is it
people,
default? Has there been, has the government kind of been pushing that, or is it people? It's interesting to know.
well,
your
you've got
perspective.